Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. This is Tariq. Today I am again repeating the topic law of diminishing marginal utility that we discussed in the previous lecture as well. According to this law, every next unit of the same commodity consumed will provide less and less utility. Let me take you to the data table for the law of diminishing marginal utility. The first column define the number of units consumed, second column define total utilities of the different units consumed, and third column define marginal utilities of the different units consumed. So according to the law of diminishing marginal utility, every next unit will provide less utility. As this is very clear from this data table, suppose consumer is consuming apple. So the first unit apple marginal utility, that is 8. When the consumer eat the first apple, its marginal utility is 8. When the consumer consume the second apple, its marginal utility is 6. 6 is less than 8. When the consumer consume the third apple, its marginal utility is 4. Fourth is less than 6. When the consumer consume the fourth apple, its marginal utility is 2. 2 is less than 4. So according to this table, in the column marginal utilities, every next apple provide less and less utility. Why? What is the reason? The reason is this, that when consumer consume the same nature commodity continuously and suitable units, the commodity will become less attractive to the consumer. Consumer will be fed up from this commodity. That is why every next unit will provide less utility. Now we are defining the law of diminishing marginal utility under the assumptions. We are putting some conditions that law is true. Every next unit will provide less utility if these things does not change. These are assumptions. In the real life, these are changing. We cannot keep it fixed. But for the applicability of the law of diminishing marginal utility, we are supposing that these things should not change. The first, nature of the commodity should not change. Then law is true. Every next unit will provide less utility. But if quality, brand, nature change, law will fail. Like for example, suppose a thirsty person is drinking first glass of water, but the water quality is low quality, hot water. Now when the consumer consume the second glass of water, which is a good quality water, Nestle company water, cool water, so this is possible that the second glass provide more utility because its quality is better. So it's mean the law fail. The law was this, that every next unit will provide less utility, but in here the consumer change the nature, the quality, so the second glass provide more satisfaction. Or for example, suppose consumer is consuming the first car, which is Maruti Suzuki. So this car is a low quality car, it will provide less utility. And when the same consumer drive another car, BMW, so BMW will provide more utility. So now the second unit is providing more utility than the first. The law failed. The law was this, that next unit will provide less utility, but in here BMW is the second car and it's providing more satisfaction. Why? Because the brand change, the nature change, the quality change, so law failed. Second assumption for the applicability of the law of diminishing marginal utility, suitable units of consumption. Consumer has to consume suitable units, then law is true. Every next unit will provide less utility. Like for example, to drink water, suitable unit is glass. If the consumer consume the first glass will provide more utility, second will provide less than the first, third will provide less than the second, and so on. But if the consumer is using a spoon to drink water, spoon is not a suitable unit for drinking water. So this is possible that first spoon provide less utility, second spoon provide more utility than first, third spoon provide more utility than second, and so on. So law fail. Every next unit is providing more utility. Why? Because consumer is not using a suitable units. Spoon is not a suitable units to drink water. The third assumption, continuous consumption. Law is true when consumer consume the same nature commodity in suitable units continuously. But if there is a time interval gave between the two consumption, then this is possible that law will fail. Like for example, consumer is drinking the glass of water at breakfast. This is possible that at breakfast this glass provide less utility, but at lunch the same glass will provide more utility. So law fail. Law or this, that first unit will provide more utility, second will provide less, third will provide less than second, and so on. In here the glass of water at breakfast is providing low utility, and the glass of water at lunch is providing more utility. Why? Because there is a huge time interval. So that is why law of diminishing marginal utility is failed. Let me elaborate total utility, marginal utility, and law of diminishing marginal utility and saturation point from this table again. The first column define the number of units of apple consumed. Second column define total utility of the different number of units consumed. So the first apple provide total utility 8, and this is also marginal utility. The second apple provide marginal utility 6, so 8 plus 6 total utility 14, means the total utility increase from 8 to 14 when the consumer increase 1 unit more from 1 to 2. The third unit total utility 18, because the third unit is providing 4 additional utils to the consumer. So 8 plus 6 plus 4 total utility is 18. We are adding together the marginal utilities of the different units consumed to find the total utilities. Now the fourth apple provide 20 utils. It means total utility is increasing, reach to the maximum. This increasing but at decreasing rate. Why? The first total utility is 8. The second apple marginal utility is 6, so total utility 14, and this increased by 6 only. The first increased by 8 and second total utility increased by 6. Third total utility is increasing by 4. Fourth total utility is increasing by 2. It means total utility is increasing but at decreasing rate. The reason is what? The reason is law of diminishing marginal utility. Again, the third column define the marginal utilities. Marginal utility of the first apple is 8, second 6, third 4, and fourth 2. So marginal utility is diminishing, decreasing, and this point at fifth apple total utility is maximum and marginal utility is 0. The point when total utility reach to the maximum and marginal utility of the unit consumed is 0, it means this last unit does not provide extra utils to the consumer. He is just wasting money. This point is called saturation point, where marginal utility is 0 and total utility is maximum. Now we are switching toward the concept of budget line. Budget line represents the purchasing power of the consumer, that how much consumer can purchase with the money in hands of the single commodity or of the combination of both commodities. So budget line, this boundary line will tells us that this is the limit up to which consumer can purchase of each commodity or of both commodities, and above this boundary line consumer cannot purchase. On the line consumer can purchase and below the line consumer can purchase. So budget line represent the purchasing power of the individual, that how much individual can purchase when the prices of the goods and services and the income of the individual is given. We can define the budget line as well. Budget line is the set of points where each point represents the combination of two commodities. that consumer can purchase when the prices of the commodities and income of the individuals are given. This is the mathematical notation for the budget line. P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equal to M, where P1 is the price of commodity 1, where commodity 1 is x1, where P2 is the price of commodity 2 and x2 is commodity 2, where M is the budget of the individual, money in hands of the individual, M is income of the individual. P1 multiplied by x1 represent the amount that individual spent to purchase x1 units of commodity 1, and where P2 x2 represent the amount that consumer spent to purchase x2 units of commodity 2. Now we can graph the budget line by putting all these values in the mathematical formulation budget line. Suppose the price of the first commodity P1 is 10, second commodity price P2 is 5, and income in hands, that is 100. So when we put all these values in this in this linear equation, we will find out the at least 2 and maximum 3-4 solutions, and then we will plot. We can plot. Now when we use these information, these prices and this income 100 Afghani, we have suppose 3 different combinations that consumer can purchase with the available money 100 Afghani and these prices. So along the vertical axis we are measuring the quantity of pizza, along the horizontal axis we are measuring the quantity of Pepsi. So when consumer is consuming only one commodity pizza and consumer does not need Pepsi, so this is 1 point along the vertical axis. First point 0, 20. 0 mean Pepsi is 0. Consumer is not purchasing Pepsi. So with the money in hand, mean 100 Afghani, maximum 20 pizzas consumer can purchase, and this is the point which is intercept point, 20 pizzas with 0 Pepsi. This is one extreme point. With this budget, with this 100 Afghani, consumer cannot purchase above this 20, cannot purchase more than 20. This is one extreme mean highest point along the vertical axis. And another point, that is 5-10 combination. 5 represent 5 units of Pepsi and 10 represent 10 units of pizzas. So this is the combinations of both commodities that consumer need. Consumer is purchasing 5 units of Pepsi, and here between the 4 and 6, and 10 units of pizzas. So 5-10 combination means consumer is purchasing both commodities at a time and exhausting, spending the total money in hand. The price of the commodity first is a 10 EPS and consumer is purchasing 5 units, so 10 multiplied by 5, 50 Afghani consume. The price of the second commodity pizza, that is 5 Afghani, and the quantity, that is 10, so again 10 multiplied by 5, 50 Afghani consumer spent to purchase 5 units of pizzas, and 50 Afghani consumer spent to purchase 5 units of Pepsi. So the total budget exhausted. This is another point which represent the combination of both commodities. The third point, that is 10-0, it means that consumer is spending 100 Afghani rupee to purchase only one commodity Pepsi, and consumer can purchase Pepsi 10 units, 10 bottles of Pepsi, when consumer is not purchasing pizza, 0 pizzas. So the price of Pepsi is 10 Afghani and the consumer is purchasing 10 bottles, so 10 multiplied by 10, the total 100 Afghani budget exhausted, and consumer is here. This is another extreme point along the horizontal axis which represent number of Pepsis. Above this 10 number consumer cannot purchase. When we connect these two extreme points by straight line, we will draw the budget line, the price line, which tells us that above this budget line here in this area, consumer cannot purchase. On the line or below the line, consumer can purchase. So this is a budget line, and budget line we can develop by assigning values to the mathematical equation of budget line P1 x1 plus P2 x2. When we put the values of P1, P2 and M in this formulation, we can find out the 8 least 2, 3 solutions, and then we can plot this budget line. Shift in the budget line. In this section we are going to learn that how budget line will change its position. So budget line will change its position because of two reasons or two factors. The first one, change in price. If the prices of the goods and services change, definitely purchasing power of the consumer will change and budget line will change its position. Suppose if the prices decrease, so when price is low, consumer can purchase more, and when consumer can purchase more, the budget line extreme points will shift up, will increase, and when extreme points increase, budget line will shift upward, as this is very clear. This is the first budget line 2010 and this is the second budget line 2413. So budget line shift upward. The reason is what? Decrease in prices. When price is low, consumer can purchase more with the same 100 Afghani, and extreme points increase and budget line shift upward. This is very clear from the graph. The second reason, second factor due to which budget line change its position, that is change in income. If income of the people decrease, purchasing power will decrease, capacity to purchase will decrease, so extreme points of the budget line will decrease and budget line will shift backward. If the income decrease, purchasing power decrease, budget line will shift downward as shown in the graph. The arrow represent the direction in which the budget line is shifting. Here income is decreasing, purchasing power of the consumer is decreasing. That is why budget line is shifting backward. Now we are starting something new, preferences. Preferences mean taste, choice, selection. When consumer choose one commodity as compared to the other, consumers select one and reject the other. Preference when consumer has to choose among the available different bundles of goods and services, then consumer will choose one bundle or one commodity and reject the other commodity. This is called preference. Whatever consumer choose, select, that mean that commodity is preferred. So preference mean taste of the consumer, choice of the consumer, selection of the consumer among the available group of commodities. More than one commodities are available and individual is choosing among these commodities. So preference means choice, selection or taste of the consumer. What is the concept of indifference curve? Indifference curve represent graphically the choice, the selection, the taste of the individual, the taste of the consumer. Means indifference curve define that what consumer is selecting, choosing among the available different goods and services by graph. So indifference curve is the graphical representation of the preferences of the individual among the available group of commodities, that which combination of the two commodities consumer is choosing. Consumer will definitely choose that combination which provide more utility comparatively. So indifference curve is the graphical representation of the choice, taste or selection of the individual. An individual will choose that commodity which he like more, which provide him more satisfaction. Definition of the indifference curve. Indifference curve is the set of points. Each point represents the combination of two commodities, and each combination will provide same utility along the indifference curve when we move from one combination to the other combination along the curve. Let me elaborate this indifference curve. From this data table, the first column represents the combinations of the two commodities. The commodities are X, Y. X represent Pepsi and Y represent pizza. So first column represent points, combinations of both commodities. Second column define the number of units purchased of first commodity X, Pepsi, and third column define the number of units of the second commodity pizza, and the fourth column define the rate of substitution, the rate at which consumer is substituting, replacing one commodity for the other. First combination, when consumer purchase 1 Pepsi and 16 pizzas. Second combination B, consumer purchase 2 Pepsis and 12 pizzas. Third combination C, consumer purchase 3 Pepsi and 9 pizzas, and so on. So in here we define that indifference curve is the set of points. This is the set of points. This is the first point, first combination where X is 1 and Y is 16. This is one combination that consumer is purchasing, and it will provide the same utility as other combinations are providing. Now let's suppose consumer know that 16 is very large as compared to the Pepsi, which is very small. 16 is the units of pizzas and Pepsi is the unit of cold drink Pepsi. 1 is the unit of cold drink Pepsi. So pizzas are more and Pepsi is very small. Suppose consumer is athlete player. He is running. He is a football player. He is running. Now he has more pizzas but little water. It means he is fed up from the pizzas. He does not need pizza. Utility of the pizza for football player, that is very small. But he need water because water is very small as compared to the pizza. Pizza 16 units, water 1 bottle. Now consumer will substitute X1 for Y1. Consumer is replacing Pepsi for pizza. So the first combination, consumer has more pizzas, consumer is ready to pay 4 units of pizzas and get 1 bottle of Pepsi from the other colleague. This is first point, 116 combination. Utility is 1, suppose some particular utility point is this. But now the second combination B, the consumer football player want to increase 1 bottle of Pepsi. He is ready to sacrifice, to give up 4 pizzas for that, because now at second combination we have 2 Pepsis and 12 pizzas. So to get 1 extra Pepsi, consumer give up, sacrifice 4 pizzas for that. Why he is replacing for 1 bottle 4 pizzas? Because he is fed up from the pizza. He does not need pizza. Pizza quantity is more. Pizza's marginal utility is very small. Pepsi marginal utility is very large. That is why he is replacing Pepsi for pizza. Third combination, to increase 1 more unit of Pepsi, consumer is ready to sacrifice 3 units of pizzas. Now third combination or third point represent X3 and Y9. So now consumer carry 9 pizzas and 3 Pepsi. So these are all the points, and when we plot these points, first combination A, second combination B, C, D and E, when we connect all these by curve, this is called indifference curve, which represent taste, preference, choice of the individual, choice of the consumer, that which combination consumer like to purchase, how much Pepsi and how much pizzas, and each point, each combination will provide same utility. Along the curve, this combination A, B, C, D and E, all combination will provide same utility. This first combination A, B, C, D, all combinations will provide same utility. Now what is the reason that utility is same when consumer is giving up pizza and increasing bottle of Pepsi? The reason is this, that pizza is more in quantity its marginal utility is very low, and Pepsi is very small in quantity, its marginal utility is very more. For example, when consumer want to increase one Pepsi, consumer will sacrifice 4 pizzas. It means one pizza provide one marginal utility and one Pepsi provide 4 marginal utility. So 4 is very large than the marginal utility of pizza. It means consumer is fed up from the pizza. He does not need more pizza. Pizza is more in quantity. So that is why the marginal utility of the pizza is 1 and marginal utility of the Pepsi is 4. 4 is more than 1. That is why consumer is increasing Pepsi and decreasing pizzas. So when consumer reduce 4 pizzas, marginal utility will decrease to 12. But when consumer again increase one Pepsi, so marginal utility of the Pepsi is 4. So again total utility increased to the same level. Because of decreasing pizza, marginal utility 4 units decrease, but because of increasing Pepsi, marginal utility again increased to the same level and utility will remain same. In the second combination, to jump from B to C, when consumer will increase 1 unit of X, marginal utility will increase by 4, suppose by 3, and here when consumer decrease pizzas, marginal utility will decrease by 3. So because of decreasing pizza, marginal utility decrease, and because of increasing Pepsi, marginal utility increase by the same amount, and so on. So when we plot these points, this is actually the indifference curve, and why utility remains same? The utility will remain same, that when pizza decrease, utility decrease, but when Pepsi increase, utility will increase by the same amount. And this is indifference curve, which represent the choice, the taste, or the preferences of the individual, that what individual like to purchase by graph.